Dear all, today we would be learning how to use RSLogix Emulate 500 with RSLogix 500 and FactoryTalk. RSLogix Emulate 500 is used for simulation of program in PLC without having any physical PLC or HMI. We don't need any physical HMI or PLC for testing our program. For that we use RSLogix Emulate 500. In this we have to communicate all the four softwares, that is RSLogix 500 which is used for PLC programming, RSLogix Emulate 500 which is a simulator software, RSLinx Classic which is used to establish communication, FactoryTalk vStudio which is an HMI software for Allen Bradley. The requirement for this is we need one PC or desktop with below 4 softwares installed, that is RSLogix 500, RSLinx Classic or RSLinx Lite, RSLogix Emulate 500 and FactoryTalk vStudio. So let us start with this now. First we have to open RSLogix 500 software which is used for programming. We have to develop our ladder logic in this software. So go to File, New. Now in this I would be selecting first CPU. The reason is that the emulator which I am using currently, it can simulate this CPU. Over here you can see driver. Now in this driver is being selected as EMU 500. This driver is previously used emulator, means I have done programming using an emulator in my previous project, so by default it have selected this software. If we have used AB, means Ethernet protocol for communication, it may have been selected as AB Ethernet. Currently I am keeping it as AB Ethernet, or in your software you can see it as TCP also, so let it be as it is. Click OK. Now we have to develop a very simple ladder logic program. I am defining address for this NO, drag and drop. I would be using one integer also. Zero move 5. Let us give name for this tags, move 0 push button, and we can name this as move 5 push button. We can give a name for N7 of 0 also, value. Compile. File too long error. Okay. Compile. Okay. Now this logic means when I am pressing move 0 push button, value 0 would be moved to N7 of 0. When I am pressing move 5 push button, value 5 would be moved to N7 of 0. Now let us save this program. I am saving this program in my D drive, software, YouTube training, YouTube. I am giving this name as YouTube only. I am giving this. Okay. Now our ladder logic is being developed here. Okay, I am saving my program again. Now the second step is to open emulator, that is RS Logix 500 emulator. Now in this RS Logix Emulate 500, we have to open our RS Logix 500 program. These all are the default values. Let it be as it is. This is the main file number, start run and run. Now here is the station number. Say let us give station number 1. Okay, station number 1, I have opened RS Logix Emulate 500 software, in which I have opened YouTube program, that is RS Logix 500. Now the third thing I have to do is to open RS Linx Classic Lite. This software is used to establish the communication between PLC and HMI. But in this project we have to communicate RS Logix 500 and FactoryTalk vStudio, that is the HMI software, using this RS Linx Classic Lites. So go to communication, configure driver. Now you can see a driver which is being already running, that is Ethernet, which I have used for my previous project. We can't use this. We have to select an emulate driver, that is SLC 500 DH485 emulate driver. Add one. This is the name of the driver. Okay, again station name feed-1. Okay, now you can see emulate is being running. It's on a running status now. Close this. Now again I have to go to the RS Logix 500 software, go to communication, system communication. Now see, you can see both of the drivers, AB and emulator. In RS Linx also we have configured two drivers, AB and emulator, but our target is to configure with this emulate. So in this RS Logix 500 software, go to communication, system communication. We can see both of the drivers kick here. As soon as I click here in EMU 501, you can see a PLC is being coming, SLC 501. I have to click OK. As soon as I click OK, my RS Logix 500 would be connected to emulator via RS Linx Classic. OK. Again save. OK. Now emulate 500 is having my program. Now I have to download this logic into the emulator, because the emulate 500 is acting as a PLC. Physically we don't have any PLC, so we have to download our program into emulate 500. Over here you can see download. Go to download. Okay, no response from selected. Okay, now go to controller properties, controller C. Over here you can see AB Ethernet driver is being selected. We have to select EMU1, apply. OK. Again go to download. OK. Are you sure you want to proceed with download? Yes. Go online. Now go to the emulate. You can see my RSLogix 500 software is being opened in emulate 500, but I have to put this in run mode, that is similar to a PLC in a run mode. Now this is in a run mode. Now again I am going to RSLogix 500 software, download. Okay, you should want to download, yes. Do you want to go online? Yes. Now see over here. Now it is showing as a remote run, because in the emulate 500 I had pressed 1. Put this to run mode. Okay. Now my PLC program we can test here without having a physical PLC, with the help of the emulator. Okay. Now if I am modifying the value, toggle 0 would be moved. If I want to move 5 to N7 of 0, 5 is be moving on to N7 of 0. Now our last step is to make an HMI program and configure that HMI runtime with RNSlinks Classic. So I am opening my FactoryTalk View Studio. This program is to create HMI screens in Allen Bradley HMIs. I am going to File, New, Find New application, close everything, yes. Application name I am giving it as YouTube HMI. It will take some time to create this. Okay, finally we have opened. Sorry for the delay. This is how the developing HMI screen tools looks like. First we have to go to the display, main. This is the screen which we can see in an HMI. Over here, before developing this button, we have to first import all our tags in this program, in this HMI. The first step is to import the tags from our PLC program, that is from RSLogix 500 program named as YouTube. So in HMI tag, now see, when I open this HMI tags, we can't see anything about the tag. See over here, now when I am clicking this button, see over here we can see the tools which we require. Now I can't create directly a tag in this because first I have to link my FactoryTalk with an server, that is with RS links. We can't directly create a tag. So first step is again to go to RS links, go to communication, or we can click this RS who. Here we can see EMU 500 workstation, that is our PC, and this is the emulator which is being running. So coming here, right click on this, configure new DEE OPC topic, click here. Now we have to provide a name over here. I am giving it as say YouTube 2. Done. Yes. After this, again go back to the FactoryTalk VStudio. You can see over here YouTube HMI, that is the HMI software which we have named. Below that you can see YouTube HMI. Over here you can see an gear icon. Right click, add new server. We have to go for OPC data server, not in this Rockwell, because Rockwell RS Links Enterprise is being already present here. This is for our communication directly with PLC, but currently we have to communicate this with RS Links. So right click over here, add new server, OPC data server. Now give the same name as YouTube 2. What name we have given here? That is YouTube underscore 2. YouTube underscore 2. The name I have given. Now I have to link OPC server name with this. To click browse, localhost, we require OPC links OPC server, not the remote one. Click OK. Now OPC links server name as YouTube 2, apply, OK. See, now you can see over here YouTube 2 OPC server. Now we have to go to the tag file. First thing is click here, create a folder. I am creating a folder as Y. OK. Now in this Y folder I have to import all my tags in RSLogix 500 to FactoryTalk. That is, click this folder Y. You can see here DB browser, that is database browser. Click. Y is the name of this folder. PLC database. PLC database means where have we saved this RSLogix 500 program. We have to open here. Go to D drive, software, YouTube training. This is the program YouTube. Now as soon as I click that, it will be automatically showing all the tags in that program. See over here. So we have to select which tag we actually require in HMI. Before that, you can see over here RS links shortcut. Over here the main note point is the YouTube 2 OPC server which we have created, similar name we have to feed here. Name must be same. If we are mistakenly giving say 6, it would not work. Name should be same. YouTube to folder 1. Now we have to select all these tags, shift and on, click OK. Now this tag will be imported to this folder Y. Every tag from that program is being imported here. You can see every tag is being imported. Now see over here again. Now you are coming here. You can see Y, that is the folder name. Over here you can see the tag name. See, if I am selecting this push button, move 0 push button, see how the tag name is being coming. First YouTube 2, that is the server which we have created, and then is the address B30/0. So these two things we have done here. Now the third is to create a screen and tag. I am taking a maintained push button, 2 push button I would be taking for 0 PB and 5 PB. Okay, and one numeric display I need. Okay, I'm selecting one numeric display. Okay, now we have to tag this button and address. Maintained push button, these are the properties of that push button. States, this shows that at 0 state, when the value of this tag is 0, back color should be red. I am selecting it as red. When it is 1, when my tag value is 1, color of the button should be green. Okay, connection. Now here we have to connect our tag imported in this HMI. You can see this double arrow means read and write. Single arrow means only read. It will not take any input. It will only show you the indication color. If it is 1, it will show green. If it is 0, it will show at red. So first value, that is, if I am pressing, the value must be written to which tag. It indicates that. Refresh our folders. Now here you can see these folders I have created before this project, so you can see all these projects. But why? We require the tag of Y folder, that is the tag Y folder. We require this tag. So in this, double click the button, connection, tag. I require Y folder tag. These are all the previous projects. Actually this name was similar to our OPC server, so we have to see the Y folder, we have to tag this. I am using move 0 push button. Okay. Now indicator means when my tag is 0 or 1, it should indicate some color. For that I have to give tag here also. Go to Y folder, same tag I have to give. apply, OK. Similarly for second push button also, connection, we have created Y folder in tag, so in Y folder move 5 push button I am selecting. Here also I have to select move 5 push button. States also I have to change. When my tag value is 0, it should be red color. When my tag value is 1, it should be green color. Apply, OK. Now I have to tag this also numeric display. Connection, see over here you can see single arrow, means it is an indicator, we cannot feed any value here. Again Y folder, that is our tag, we have to find integer value, yes, value. OK. Now we have created our HMI screen also, 2 push buttons also. Now click save. You can see here test application. This would take some time. OK. Now we have to test this program. We have developed our HMI. PLC is been in run mode. Now this is push button. If I am pressing this, it's showing as a green. means my move push button is 0. Now N7 of 0 is having a 0 value, you can see here. Similarly, this is move 5 push button. If I am pressing this, 5 is moving to N7 of 0 and we can see 5 here. In this manner, we can test our entire PLC program in PC without having any physical PLC or HMI. Thank you for watching the video. Please hit a like button if you have liked and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.